Hi Taurus, welcome or welcome back to Lit Intuition Tarot. My name is Kay. Today I'm going to be doing y'all's general weekly reading. I do one of these and also one love reading for y'all per week. However, spreads and formats will vary from week to week. So if you find that this isn't really your type of reading, I ask that you please check back another time, give me another chance perhaps. And if it does resonate with you, I'm trying to grow this channel, so I would greatly appreciate any likes, shares, subscriptions, tapping the notification bell to be made aware of my future uploads, etc. So down in the description box below, the schedule that I just mentioned is listed, as well as a list of the decks that I use, instructions on how to donate to my channel if you're so inclined, and also, there's 2 more shuffles left to go here. There's a link to my website. I've got a blog down there, and you can book a reading with me if needed via Zoom meeting. Man, these cards are sticking. Or pre-recorded reading. Or also you can order a personalized avatar birth chart there. Those are on sale this week, so check it out if that sounds interesting to you. So with all that, we're going to take a look at the energy for your week here ahead, Taurus. And I realize that this is a Saturday. I just count this as being a reading for the 7-day period starting today. Okay, Taurus? So let's get started. Spirit, please show me Taurus this week. I'm using the Tarot of Marseilles for the main spread, and I've already pre-shuffled the Pocket Edition Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot for clarification if needed. The first card to flip over is the King of Coins. That can be your energy, Taurus. It can also represent Virgo or sometimes Capricorn. Signs don't always matter, nor does gender. I just like to mention the signs for those who may be interested, or that it might provide a confirmation for. Thank you, Spirit. Please show me Taurus this week. Next, we have the Knight of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, and sometimes Libra energy. Okay. Sorry, y'all. This bugs me a lot. I don't know why. My tablecloth keeps wrinkling. Oh, I'm just going to have to get over it, though, or get a new tablecloth. Thank you, Spirit. Please show me Taurus this week. The next card to flip over is the Empress. That's Major Arcana for your energy and Libra, Taurus. Thank you, Spirit. Taurus this week. I forgot something. I have to check real quick. Excuse me. First of all, I'm turning the sound off on my phone. That's the most important thing. So I heard it beep twice, and I don't like that when I'm doing a reading. And then, for some reason, I'm having a brain fart as to what... Okay. Next, we're going to look at self-care. What do you have to say for Taurus this week as far as self-care goes? Okay, the next card is the Fool. Major Arcana for Aries or Aquarius energy. Although as a reader, I tend to see it more as being Aries, but take it as it resonates. Then we have the Moon. Major for Pisces and Cancer energy. Alright, and let's get one more. Excuse me. Thank you, Spirit. We get one more for Taurus this week. And then we have the Four of Wands, Aries energy. Okay. Well, so, for the overall theme this week, Taurus, I'm seeing you really kind of being in boss mode. Perhaps you've recently made some changes that helped you to level up in some way. This could be having to do with career or finance, for one, because you're showing up as the King of Coins. At least I'm seeing that as being you. It is the general energy for the week, but yes, I'm seeing that as being your energy, Taurus. So, the King of Coins is a very protective king. He is very nurturing, generous, and as I said before, he's a boss. So you may be in a position of leadership in some way, shape, or form. It can also indicate a recent change in relationship status. For instance, if you've gotten engaged or married and are in more of a commitment mindset, that could show up as being the King of Coins as well, because he's very committed and loyal, faithful partner. I'm going to clarify each card. So as I said, this deck is pre-shuffled. Let's see what comes out, if there's anything else that Spirit wants to say, although that's pretty straightforward. I do like to get any additional messages that may be out here for you. Clarifying, we have the Knight of Cups. And this is kind of tying in with what I'm seeing for the rest of your reading as well, Taurus. Do keep in mind that although this is not a love reading, sometimes they overlap as elements of romanticism and love can come into play. So, and like I said, I am taking other cards into account, and we'll get there. I'm seeing, though, that there may have perhaps, I mentioned that the King of Coins can be a committed partner, and with the Knight of Cups, it looks like perhaps a recent gesture was made, either to you or from you to someone else, regarding matters of love, or some kind of emotional offer or declaration. So if not romantic love, then simply approaching someone with like an apology or a confession, or just telling them how you feel about them, that you care about them, presenting them with some emotional interest, like letting someone know that you love them or you care. And the Knight of Cups is often seen as, the most romantic knight in the deck, of course, because he's cups, which is water, which talks about emotions. Excuse me. So that's showing me that this contributes to your King of Coins energy this week, Taurus. And I'm going to move on to the next card. As I said, that's pretty straightforward. So challenges this week, we're looking at the Knight of Swords. Gender is irrelevant, and the signs don't have to be relevant either. But as I mentioned, this is air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So air energy often talks about the intellect. The Knight of Swords in particular is seen to be the fastest moving knight in the deck. He moves with intent, and it's to get truth across. So for your challenge, some kind of truth has recently been revealed to you, or perhaps you revealed it to someone else, or need to. Take that as it resonates. That's going to be your challenge. Let's see if Spirit has anything else to say about that for you. And I want to let you guys know, too, I'm telling all the signs, I'm thinking about shifting things, changing them up a little bit for these weekly reads. Not just because I'm not reaching enough subscribers, but also because I've been kind of looking at different spreads and trying out different things. And sometimes even though I do get in touch with Spirit and make contact before I do the readings and all, sometimes I feel kind of disconnected and sort of wooden and not as authentic when I do these. So I'm really going to try hard for you guys and for all the other signs with future readings to get a little bit more in depth with the messages and how they're relevant to your life. Okay, so these readings are just kind of meant to be a weekly snapshot, and I hope that you do resonate with them or that you manage to get something out of them. But things are going to change starting next week. So sorry to interrupt the reading to let you know that, but I just had to put that out there. Because sometimes I feel like these readings don't quite get to the depth that I'm trying to reach for you. But we do have the Temperance card coming out here to clarify the Knight of Swords. That's Major Arcana for Sagittarius energy. Spirit, can I get one more on that for Taurus, please? Please clarify the Knight of Swords with the Temperance card. Alright. We actually had two more come out. We have the Seven of Swords, which is Aquarius energy, and we have the Ace of Cups, which is water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It appears to me that there was recently some kind of revelation made. I believe with the Temperance card that it's being balanced and settled now, but someone may have been deceptive in matters involving love. So this could be someone rushing toward the other person saying, don't marry so-and-so, I found out they're actually in another relationship. Or it could be something to the effect of, someone with the Ace of Cups could have even lied or given false information about being pregnant or about the birth of a child. This was something that, with the Temperance card, may have taken patience in order, for that truth to come out. But I'm not sure, Taurus, if perhaps you were interested in someone and it recently became clear to you that there was a lie as far as being involved in the love connection. And this is kind of funny and it's very mundane, but the tarot, I guess, doesn't always have to be deeply spiritual. Sometimes there are surface things. I even got the impression that someone could have perhaps lied about their age at the beginning of a relationship. If that's the case, I hope it's not the case. I only said that because of the Temperance card there, but however this resonates for you, a truth was recently made clear about someone being deceptive in regards to love. It took some time to get you, but then all of a sudden, here comes the Knight of Swords with the truth. That's a challenge you'll have to face. Now, for your blessings, we have the Empress card. The Empress is all 4 queens in the deck. She represents sort of the highest femininity, an ideal, and again, regardless of gender, because we all have a divine feminine energy within us, and it's just about balance. So the Empress, she's about growth and abundance, beauty. I'm going to go ahead and see why this is a blessing. Well, obviously I can see why it's a blessing, but let's see if we can tie this together and how this is working out for you this week, Taurus. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, interesting, espoused to the King, which is above, and we have the Strength card. So I see the Queen as being Capricorn energy, but can also be Taurus or Virgo. And then we have the Strength card, which is Major Arcana for Leo. Okay. It strikes me that there may be a situation here where someone, that being the Empress energy, in your blessing, decided to face a situation with courage and compassion. This might have had to do with a union between you and someone else. Your queen, your true counterpart. Perhaps you were married or in a serious commitment or relationship, and with this Knight of Cups coming in and the Knight of Swords, perhaps someone was misled and someone tried to get someone to go astray. So I see that whoever the slighted partner was or party, I think that a choice was made. With the Temperance card there, for instance, Taurus, this to be the type of scenario where maybe this Knight of Cups isn't your energy. Maybe a third party, for instance, came to you or to your partner, flip roles if necessary, and tried to sort of woo you away from your mate, your spouse, or your true partner. Even if you're not with anyone yet, it's like there is a vibrational match out there for you, and you know what that would be like, and you know what you want, and you know what you deserve. Perhaps someone came and deceived you in some sense with the Seven of Swords and this Knight of Swords, and tried to convince you, tried to lead you astray away from the true relationship that you're meant to be in. That's one scenario that I can think of. It won't apply to everyone, of course, but with this Empress as the blessing, the Strength again, and the Queen of Pentacles, the other person stayed strong and had faith and chose to remain on their throne with dignity and class, and just to sort of be confident in the true connection that exists between you, Taurus. And with the Temperance card, again, still back in the challenges, I think that the situation may be at a more even keel now. It may be more stable, and you may be past the worst of this, but it's still in your energy for this week. So for self-care, we have the Fool card. This is about deciding to start anew, to take a leap of faith with a fresh new beginning. The thing that always stands out to me about the Fool also is that you usually only see him with a little small sack, like attached to him, and his dog. And so it's like, he doesn't have to pack up his whole apartment and hire, rent storage rooms and make arrangements for all of his animals, and it's not, he doesn't do it with a lot of preparation. See, he's just got that little sack right there, and his pet or companion, animal companion that is, and he's just ready to go, and it's kind of like, it's totally leaving the past behind. Now, that doesn't mean that you're planning on moving and not taking any of your belongings, of course. It's more of in a spiritual sense, just choosing not to bring the baggage along with you, which is beautiful. Spirit is showing us as being your self-care card. So in a sense, it can be taken as advice in a sense. If you are struggling with a situation with this type of energy mentioned previously in the spread, then Taurus, it's saying that in order to take the best care of yourself and align with Spirit, to leave the past behind and have faith toward a new beginning. Let's see if Spirit has anything to clarify. Well, let's see what comes out to clarify the Fool here. Spirit, please clarify the Fool for Taurus this week. Okay. We have the Five of Swords, which is Aquarius energy. And then we have the Six of Wands, Leo energy. So it may have seemed like there was some kind of defeat, in a sense, something that you sort of had to surrender or give up on. It can be about unbridled ambition and wanting to win at all costs. So perhaps you've recently been through that, and that might make it more difficult to make a fresh start because there's all that unpleasantness behind. But with the Six of Wands here, we do see this as a victory and celebration card, and it's also known to be a card that indicates the observation, or that it's somehow being seen by others. It's sort of like a public victory. So in moving forward, you will be victorious. Others will see who are important to you, that you've gotten past this. I think that Five of Swords is really just kind of clarifying that, it may even be, if you felt like you lost something in all this, Taurus, perhaps your reputation has been smeared by someone who had bad intentions or whatever, then, it's like kind of take that loss, because in the end, it's the opposite of the usual cliche about winning the battle but losing the war. This is kind of like, well, you might have lost a small battle in some way, but you're definitely winning the war. So keep that in mind as you proceed with your fresh new beginning and leaving baggage behind, Taurus. Now, for what to release, the Moon card. If you are withholding any information about this situation, I'm being guided by Spirit to say, from the other person who may be involved, and I don't mean the person who deceived you or attempted to, but perhaps your true counterpart or partner, even if that person doesn't exist, to simply address the part of you that feels like perhaps you deceived or betrayed this other energy, knowing what's right for you, and maybe just having a moment of going against, if you did, because this just shows an attempt at deception. It doesn't really show that you gave in, with the possibility of, well, that's kind of redundant, excuse me, with the possibility that this Five of Swords could indicate, though at one point you may have sort of given in. With the Moon, the best thing to move forward is not to hide your feelings about this, or your insecurities or fears or what happened. When you're releasing the Moon, what you're doing is embracing clarity. And I believe that that's meant to be both with yourself and others. Or if there's not another direct person involved yet, this Empress that's just sort of sitting in the ether as, your blessing that's coming in the future, maybe as a reward for having gotten past all this crap, then, just to be clear with yourself or a therapist, and to just kind of let go of any hidden, because those things can come back to bite us and really hold us back. Let me see what Spirit has to say about that. We've got 3 cards. We've got the Four of Cups, which is Cancer energy. The Page of Cups, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And the Eight of Pentacles, Virgo energy. Yes. So the Four of Cups can be about a missed opportunity or rejecting someone. And the Page of Cups can be about a small approach of someone with an apology, or it's kind of the same vibe as a Knight of Cups, except that the Knight of Cups is more determined, more of a wooer, a little more mature, kind of knows what he's doing, he or she doesn't matter. Whereas the Page is sort of a more innocent, like, they approach you on a level of, I'm picking up almost like a little bit of nervousness from this Page. Like someone might approach you with an apology, for instance, about this situation, and Spirit is saying that it would be to your highest good to not accept whatever offer that person may be giving you. So that's not to say not to forgive them or not to accept their apology, Taurus. It's just saying that, if that happens, that's up to you how you want to treat it. But if you do accept the apology, just to leave it there. Don't accept any other kind of attempts that this person might make to stay connected to you. Take that as it resonates, and of course, and it harm no one, do what thou wilt. But that's just being pointed out here in the energy. With the Eight of Pentacles, I'm also sensing that There may be a little bit of an element to you, Taurus, now that you've bossed up to the King of Coins energy, or in the process of doing so, because sometimes these cards indicate potential. Don't be so focused on work to continue to repress or bury any emotions or anxieties or fears the situation may have caused. So that's not saying be a lazy slob. I'm just pointing out the obvious. It's just saying to not use work or keeping yourself overly busy as a means of escaping your feelings. So finally, with the Four of Wands here, this is talking about what to focus on. And this is bringing me back very strongly to the center of the Empress being the blessing with the Queen of Pentacles and the Strength. I think that, once again, even if you have not yet achieved any type of stable union with someone, this can also be about stability in general with a reason to celebrate. Like, in other words, to count your blessings. If you have a roof over your head, if you have a loving, supportive family, if you do have the spouse, the Queen of Pentacles, to just kind of look at that, celebrate it, focus on what you still have left. Your foundation has not been torn down, and so, you know, it could have been worse, I suppose, is what I'm hearing. Let me clarify that last card here before I end the reading. Spirit, please clarify this Four of Wands for Taurus this week. Any final messages for Taurus? Oops. Okay, we had a card fly on the floor. I'm not taking that. Ironically, though, it was the Nine of Pentacles. Sometimes I do note what they are just for context, and it was like it flew off and went on the ground, kind of like throwing away singlehood, or I don't know. But we do have the Six of Swords here, Aquarius energy, saying, yes, you are moving past this situation. I think you might be kind of on the tail end of it already here with this week, since you're showing up with the King of Coins and the Queen of Coins as a blessing. So, or Pentacles. I'm sorry, it's the Tarot of Marseilles. I think it is coins, and this one is Pentacles here, but you know what I'm talking about. You are moving from stormy waters to calmer ones, as I always say with the Six of Swords. So, you know, all this crap, it's like, whew, you know what I mean? Like you might not have gotten off scot-free, Taurus, but the Divine was obviously with you because you still have this Four of Wands available to you. Spirit saying to embrace and focus on that. With that, I'm going to leave the reading here. Taurus, if you made it all the way through, I greatly appreciate your time and attention. Please like, share, subscribe, tap the notification bell, and I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks, Taurus.